Hey everybody, hope your day is going well. You're back with another reaction. We're listening to Bill Withers' I Want to Spend the Night. One of the suggestions on the previous Bill Withers reactions. I wanted to explore more, and here we are. Let's have a listen.
I wanna spend the night with you forever. Every time we wind up spending the night together, do you ever feel it? I wanna share my life with you forever. Every time we wind up sharing a night together, do you ever feel it? And when I stay away from you, I never get to sleep. I try to hug my pillow and pretend that you're with me, but I can't feel it. Then when we are together, it's right there for me to see. I can't keep looking at loneliness and trying to call it freedom. Do you ever feel it? I wanna spend the night with you forever. Every time we wind up spending the night together, do you ever feel it? Do you ever wanna spend the night? 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 Do you ever wanna spend
Beautiful song. Love his vocals, the grain that is consistently there in his voice, but it's still smooth. Really nice, and the double tracking there at the end as well, with repeating that same line of "Do you want to spend the night?" But instantly, what grabbed me, and just from pressing play, is that percussion and the piano as well. Um, it's amazing how a song can do that. Just a fraction of a second, and you're right there with him. Oh, we even have like a guitar, like ding, 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 like the plucking of the chords. Not really strumming the acoustic, but more with the fingers, perhaps plucking the chords. I think. That percussion.
I wanna spend the night
Now that piano coming in.
with you
the bass too. But then there was a part where the bass dropped out, and then that percussion again came back to the forefront. That rhythm, it's really hypnotizing, really great. It pulls you straight in, and then of course his smooth vocals on top. And I always, the songs that I've listened to, he has some great writing, whether it's sometimes storytelling or, or some lines, that on topics that we've heard before, but kind of putting a different spin on them. And then, oh, yeah, that's a great way to phrase it. I love that. Because, we, in writing, whether it's songs or novels or whatever, there's always many similarities and tropes and the things we write about, love, for example, but everybody has their own spin and view on something, on a topic. And then he's like, oh yeah, I love that. I love hearing everybody's, like little twists on certain lines. It's like, oh, I haven't looked at it that way, or haven't heard it that way. For example, here, there were a few things here, not like it's mind blowing, but it's like it's just a little differently worded. Every time we wind up sharing a night together, I want to share my life. I want to be with you forever. Spending the night, always it, implies intimacy, but adding the word forever implies something deeper. But then, setting that up for the line, when I stay away from you, I never get to sleep. So there's a restlessness there when you're not spending the night, and he's trying to hug his pillow, pretend that you're with me. It's vulnerable. He, in his lyrics, it's really vulnerable, saying that in that way, and honest. And there's a thing there. I definitely have experienced that myself. When everybody's home, not only you're not lonely, but everybody's safe. They're safe, and then you can kind of fall asleep yourself. And when you're not, you perhaps are lonely, but also there's this anxiety that you know something is out of your control. I think that's the thing, perhaps. And he's asking the same. Do you ever want to spend the night? Do you ever feel the same? I love that. You want a little bit of validation there too. And then there was the other line. I can't keep looking at loneliness and trying to call it freedom, which is a very powerful line and really well worded. And I think we've all done that from time to time, lied to ourselves, not perhaps in this manner of loneliness and freedom, but kind of, trying to justify or lie to ourselves like, oh, no, 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 I'm not, in this case, I'm not lonely. I'm free. I'm a rolling stone, right? You can't catch me. You can't pin me down. But of course, sometimes it's masking your loneliness, really. And I see it with friends all the time. When they're divorced and they say, this week I don't have my kids. I'm free. Free to drink and do whatever. And it's like, really, are you honest, or are you kind of masking pain and loneliness? And I definitely understand it. So it brought up some thoughts there. Great line. Do you ever feel it? He asked the question straight after. Really, really great song. Bill Withers. If you have any other suggestions for his music, let me know. Hope to see you there. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.